So I am back from London. I've got myself ready for the day and this mess needs to be fixed. There is so much rubbish all over the floor, and this is kind of evidence of when I'm overwhelmed. This is what happens. I mean, these, to my credit, are the coats and scarves that were hanging downstairs, and they're just here for the time being whilst we don't have the hanging set up there. It was so nice being in London and I had such a great time. I'm so happy to be home, and it's now a week away. Well, next weekend is like Christmas weekend, and I really want to get on with our hallway and just getting the house ready for Christmas. That's kind of my motive now. Writing lists, ticking everything off, just getting organised, finishing the hallway to the level that it needs to be finished. It doesn't need to be totally done, but getting it to a point where we can kind of just like make it look normal, and just getting the house festive and ready for this time of year. Speaking of the mess, I was just thinking about how this always happens whenever I get a little bit like run down or there's lots of things happening. I get overwhelmed. It's a trait of me as a person that I've learned as I've grown older, and it's something I used to be really ashamed of. I used to be so messy at uni and in school and stuff. My bedroom was always the messy one, and it used to embarrass me so much. And then I realised it's kind of like my brain. It's very chaotic, and then it would be completely messy, and then I would tidy it up all in one go. And I've learned so much about myself over the years that I have to tidy as I go. Otherwise, my brain allows the mess to form. And it's when I'm like doing lots of different things all at once. And at the minute I'm doing a lot of them all at once because it's Vlogmas, I'm prepping for Christmas, I'm doing the hallway. It's just like a period of time that's busy for everyone, isn't it? And I was reflecting on this time of year. I think I mentioned it in a previous video about how much gratitude I have for this time of year, because I've been through really tough times in the past, and this time of year brings up a lot of feelings of happiness. It can also bring up a lot of feelings of stress, and in the past it has done. I'm really happy that this year I'm feeling this overwhelming sense of gratitude and happiness, and even though this stuff happens, it doesn't bring me down. And I think that's a result of me and Alex just feeling a lot better in our home, in our lives, and just learning a lot about ourselves. And also through a lot of therapy. I haven't been quiet about the fact that I've had therapy for years. I've had therapy for things like anxiety, panic attacks, my just low mood, things like depression, and just trying to understand why I am the way I am and why my brain works the way it does, and why I end up in this sort of state of flight or fright. Fright? Yes. Fight or flight, not fight, flight or fright. And I wanted to introduce you to BetterHelp. They are kindly working with me on this video as a paid partnership, and it's for a good reason, because I know so many of you open up in the comments to me about your own experiences with mental health, and you are grateful for me opening up about it because you feel that you can relate. I know that starting therapy or going to that next step can be challenging. I know that when I first sought therapy, I very much felt like I had no idea where to start. And what BetterHelp does is it connects you with a credentialed therapist to give you unbiased help and advice, and just talk through what you're going through. And I know actually from other people I've spoken to how much they prefer online therapy rather than face-to-face therapy, which may be a preference for you too. I like both depending on, I guess, the week or what I'm up to, but just having that ease of speaking to somebody online or on the phone rather than having to be face-to-face can be something that makes it less, I guess, daunting, and it can be a barrier that lots of people face. And so BetterHelp offers these services where you can do it via phone, via video chat, or even by messages if that's what you prefer. So you can essentially have the most comfortable version of therapy for you, which is so important, because if you're going to be talking about your feelings, you need it to be comfortable. To get started with BetterHelp, all you have to do is fill out a questionnaire, which basically answers questions about your specific needs, and then you'll get connected with a therapist, in most cases within 48 hours. And I'll just interrupt myself here. If you want to go check this out just while I'm chatting, it's linked in the description box below. And if you click the link, it doesn't just support the channel, but it gets you 10% off. You'll then be able to schedule in a therapy appointment at a time that's convenient for you. And if you don't feel like you connect with your therapist, then you can switch your therapist at no additional cost. It is so important that you connect with the person you're speaking with so that you can feel comfortable and open. And sometimes it's just a matter of having that, I guess, chemistry with somebody and feeling like they could be your friend. I know that all the therapists I've had in the past have made me feel so comfortable, and that is of utmost importance when speaking to somebody. And I am just the biggest proponent to taking care of your mental health as well as your physical health. I speak so much about healthy foods and cooking from scratch and taking care of your well-being, whether that's skincare, going on walks, going to the gym, journaling, reading. I talk all about these things on my channel, and I also highlight how important it is to take care of your mental health, because if you don't have your mental health, then none of the rest of it matters. You need to be nourishing your brain and understanding what you're going through and not dealing with these things alone. I've had a lot of therapy, lots of different kinds of therapy, and I recommend it to everybody in my life because it has helped me so much to understand who I am, why I am the way I am, my brain, my childhood, and the tools that I actually have access to within me to help when I feel those low moods, when I experience really debilitating bouts of anxiety, and when I just can't seem to get myself together. I now have that toolkit, and I didn't have it before. I used to honestly go through these phases where I felt like there was no way out. And now whenever I go through those phases, if there's something challenging in my life, or if I just have anxiety for no reason at all, I know the things that I can do to help myself and to take care of myself, when before it was absolutely impossible to do that. I just didn't have the toolkit. I was not aware of myself or the things that I could do to bring myself up again. And I will forever be grateful for that because it has changed my life. So if you are someone who's been thinking about getting therapy and you've been hesitant for lots of different reasons, if there have been barriers in the way, then I definitely recommend you check out BetterHelp. I'll leave it linked below like I mentioned. And if you click the link, you get 10% off, and it helps to support this channel. So go and check it out, and thank you again to BetterHelp for working with me on this video. So with that said, I'm going to take out my toolkit, which is when I get overwhelmed and there's lots of things happening in my space and in my environment, which impacts me greatly. It doesn't maybe impact other people, but it greatly impacts me. I need to just focus on doing it bit by bit. Past me would have seen this and gone, absolutely not, cannot do it today, and it would have just got worse. Whereas now I say, you know, if I just pick up a few things, I could do the rest later. And often I have the energy once I've started to carry on. And it's a small thing, but it is a part of anxiety, and it is a part of, I guess, the overwhelm that you can experience when you have mental health struggles. And a lot of you, I'm sure, can relate that small tasks become huge. So this, not that I'm experiencing heightened anxiety right now, I will admit, I'm feeling pretty great right now, but I know that that's probably because I have this toolkit. I have this ability to understand, which I didn't before. I don't spiral, I don't get overwhelmed as much. I'm like, okay, this is fine. Like, it's okay, Maddie. So let's get going. My hat has immediately gone on top of my head. Not sure if this is a good look, but I'm gonna get dressed properly maybe. In all honesty, I've just got home, so I just wanna be in my comfy. Susie! Come here! Come say hello! You missed us! You missed us, yes you have. This little kitten. Can you even see him? He's rolling around on the ground. He's rolling around. He's such a silly kitten. Let me show you what I actually picked up in Liberty. So we were walking out and we were actually about to meet our friends, and we saw the Lisa Eldridge stand, and I've watched Lisa Eldridge since I was a teenager. She taught me how to apply makeup, honestly, along with Pixie Woo and so many other makeup artists and content creators on YouTube. It's kind of what started me on YouTube, you know, was makeup tutorials, and made me fall in love with the platform, and then also in years to come made me want to make my own videos. So I couldn't resist going to try her stuff. My sister picked up a lipstick, which I might buy later, but I wanted to stick to just one thing. But the first thing I noticed was this huge display of foundations. I'll insert a clip here of the wide array of foundations. It might have been in yesterday's video, but I think she's got about 40 shades, and I have never ever seen that many shades on a foundation range, or in a foundation range on a makeup stand. I know that there are so many more brands doing this now, but it's just amazing to see that level of a range. And I wanted to share this with you because in a video the other day, I mentioned to you about the fact that as a pale girl, I can't find foundation that is the right colour for me, because I'm pale, but I'm not uber pale. Like, I know some people are so pale that their skin is very translucent, it's very pink toned. I am somewhere in this like middle range of pale skin, where I have pale skin, it's not pinky and really super white, but it's also not going into the realms of the sort of the olivey toned, yellowy toned skins. So a lot of foundations are either pink because you're pale, or they're olive and yellowy toned because you are kind of, you've got light skin but you're not pale. And it's, a lot of you said you had the same experience, so you just don't even wear foundation anymore, or you've just given up. Well, guess what colour? I want you to write down below. Considering that she has a range of 40 foundation shades, usually I'm number one opal or whatever. Guess what colour I was? And I could not believe it when she said the number to me. When she walked past me, she said, I think you're this number. I was actually a number lower, but I am a number 7. The fact that there are 6 shades lighter, and look at how pale I am. I mean, I know I'm not the palest girl, but I'm pretty pale. But you can tell I'm pale, but I'm not pinky. I'm not yellowy. I'm just, like, it's so interesting actually, because I've never had like my foundation matched at a stall. She just took my wrist and she went, yep, you're neutral, like immediately. And I was like, how do you know that? I think it's like I've said to you before, you can see your veins, and if they look really blue, you are cool toned. If they look really green, then you are warm toned. And I have a vein here that looks very blue to me, and then a vein here that looks very green to me. And that's kind of one way of telling. There's probably lots of other ways, depending on your skin tone. Certain skin tones may vary and be different. But I just wanted to share this for anyone who's really pale or really dark skinned. Go check out Lisa Eldridge for her range of foundations, because I think it's phenomenal. In fact, just the other day, I think I saw a range of foundations and I was a bit shocked that they were releasing and promoting this range of foundations, or at least from the photo or the imagery that I saw on social media. Their range of darker colours was so limited, and I thought, I was just a bit confused. I was like, is that meant to be an advert? Because to me, that puts me off. Even though I'm not dark skinned, I think I'd rather buy from a foundation company, a company or a range of foundations that is inclusive. And I was looking, and they had like the colours in the background, so like the panels behind it were the colours of the foundations, and the darkest colour was a darker brown colour, but the foundation looked completely different, so much lighter, way more warm toned. And I do think it's an issue that seems to continue. If you're pale skinned, dark skinned, go have a look at Lisa Eldridge, go into Liberty or wherever else it's stocked if you do live in London, and get your colour matched. So I was a colour 7, so if you've got a similar skin tone to me, if you're pale but you're not warm or light, then go and have a look. And I'm really excited. I'm not going to wear it today, obviously, because I'm at home. I don't really want to put foundation on. I generally just wear like a tinted serum. But I'll show you probably on Monday, but it'll be Tuesday for you, when I actually put makeup on. Or if I go out, yeah, I'm getting my hair done on Monday, so I'll wear this foundation and show you. She tried 11 to begin with when she looked at me, and I looked at her and I was like, I'm not going to be an 11. I'm way paler than that. But I think it's hard, obviously, if you're in like kind of overhead shop lighting, and that looked too dark. Then she tried 9, and that was a bit visible, and then she did this, and it was amazing having your colour match. I mean, I've never done this before. Maybe a lot of you know this experience, but on this side I was like, I can kind of see the foundation, but then this side where she'd colour matched, I was like, you can't see it. Anyway, it's beautiful packaging as well, and just very luxurious. I don't normally spend money on these kinds of things, and it's buildable. She said it's not the sort of thing that like you put a thick layer on, you build it, and you can have it light coverage or heavier coverage as you build. So it's called The Foundation Fond de Teinte. And I also asked, they're cruelty free too, and she said that she's very careful about her formulations. How much was it? £44. It's on the pricier end of foundation, of course, but I do think it's worth it. Anyway, let's unpack. Oh, most of this is going to go in the wash. I feel like I packed a lot better this time. Unfortunately, most of it's going to go in the wash. And to the person who left a really mean comment saying that I needed to get a stylist or get my sister or my mum to style me, which I'm assuming was a, I guess, attempt at being hurtful because my mum and sister work with me, which not sure why that's something to be mocked, because I love working with my family and I think it's incredible that I get to do that. What a privilege of mine to spend time with them and to utilise their incredible skills, because I admire them and they bring me so much knowledge and help and support, and they are part of this. Like, I don't know, I don't understand the criticism there, but each to their own. I'm very lucky to have very intelligent and insightful people in my life who I would want to hire. And it isn't their full-time thing. They have incredible things going on in their lives. My mum had her own business for a very long time, and my sister is a counsellor, and yeah, I don't know why that was an insult, but this beautiful dress that I'm assuming you were commenting on that I was wearing at the Pinterest event is from Naked Generation, and I'm going to give them a shout out as a way to put a little middle finger up to those who are critical. This is from Naked Generation, and if any of you want to go have a look at their brand, they make beautiful floaty dresses like this with hand printed fabrics from India. They're a sustainable and ethical company, a Cornish company. The woman who runs it is so lovely. I've met her before and she's so sweet, and their clothing is gorgeous. So if you similarly love beautifully made floral floaty dresses in gorgeous shapes and styles that are ethical and sustainable, that look great with a pair of Doc Martens, and you're not interested in trends or fast fashion, I'll link them down below. And that's my little way of turning a negative into a positive. So maybe one of you will go buy a dress from them and enjoy that. But yeah, let's put most of this. I actually packed quite well. I had one spare outfit, but I wore my other ones. So I always do that, I pack a spare one. This is also a Naked Generation number. A little lovely shirt with beautiful puffy sleeves and embroidery. Just beautiful. I don't wear it enough, and I thought it would have looked very cute with this pair of vintage white jeans or cream jeans. Or they're not really jeans, they're like thin, like cotton jeans. I was going to wear that, but we would kind of had not a very long day, so I just wore my comfy clothes to travel home in. But I didn't get to wear that, so that can go. Didn't wear that either, didn't wear that. Yeah, I did pack quite well this time. This week is very much going to be one where I need to just get myself sorted for Christmas. The anxiety is kicking in a little bit as someone who's hosting. However, I know it's fine. It's just the tiredness of coming home, because yesterday was a long day. We spent the morning with Sophie and Benjamin, and we went and did a little bit of shopping in Sloane Square. I didn't buy anything actually, but we just had a nice little mooch around the shops and said goodbye. It was so great to see them. And then did I even tell you about the last night? I don't think I did, because obviously I finished the vlog of us having a little glass of wine outside the pub. We went to a few different pubs around London, and it was so fun. We've never done that before, or at least I've never done that before. Like, gone out in the evening in London. It was just really, really fun. Obviously good company, because it's always lovely to see your friends when you haven't seen them for a while. And we ended up in a like area of London in Soho. If you don't know London, there's an area in London in Soho that has lots of gay bars and clubs, and went there, and there was like a DJ playing, and it was just a good vibe, and it was very fun. And then we headed home, and we went on this bus, and Sophie and Charlie really wanted to go and do karaoke, but the boys and I weren't as keen. I would have done, but I was just very tired. So we got the bus home, which was actually very convenient, and there was a group on there, and we obviously were all a little bit tipsy, and they started singing Christmas songs, and then we all joined in, and it was so wholesome and cute. It was kind of like something out of a film, and we were all just singing on the bus Christmas songs and carols, and it was just very cute and such a nice vibe. And everybody was smiling, and it was like literally the whole bus was singing, and it was just so sweet. And I said to the girls, I was like, look, you got your karaoke. And the next day I said, I think that's going to be a core memory of ours that we're going to look back on and remember, which is just, yeah, it's a nice memory. But the travel home was what I was getting to, was long, because we went in the afternoon on a Friday, and it's always very busy. So there was a few issues like with the trains, and it just took a bit longer, and I was just so tired, because I am not used to London. I find London so intense, like it's so busy and very tiring. So yeah, I'm feeling tired today, and I'm having that anxiety of like, oh gosh, I'm back home and now it's Christmas literally in a week and I've got so much to do. But I will probably get over that tomorrow because I'm a lot more organised than I have been in previous years. So we've just got to get a couple presents left, organise the Christmas shopping food list, and just sort the bedrooms out and get them ready for everyone who's coming to stay. And yeah, and then when everyone's here, we can just, basically I want everything to be, so I'm having our work Christmas do on Wednesday, and I think as long as everything is kind of sorted by then, and then it's just a matter of just enjoying Christmas then, and I think that's totally doable. And I'll sign off from work on Friday, and so your last video from me will be on Saturday. I know some people do to Christmas Eve, but family is more important, and I'm going to finish filming on Friday and then edit it straight away and just get it up scheduled, and I'll wish you a happy Christmas. But yeah, that's on my mind today, but I'm sure after a bath this evening and a nice long sleep, I will feel much better about it. I had a very, very nice long sleep last night. That was dreamy. But anyway, I am obviously in a chatty mood. I'm gonna put all that in the washing basket and then put all this stuff away.
Do you wanna go on a walkies? Walkies! 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 Walkies!
Oh, you lift your little paw up for me, thank you. They're very kind. Thanks for lifting your little paw up. Whee!
I didn't know you were filming.
Come on, little dolly, go, little dolly.
Where's Bobby's stuff?
Here. Go.
Whoosh! Whoosh! Whoosh, whoosh! 3, 2, 1, activate! I think Hallie's in the car. Oh.
Are we ready? Do you want to go on a walkies? Yeah? Reggie? Roxy? Walkie time? Walkies! Uh-oh. Doglets? Hello, Reggie. 3, 2, 1. Okay. What you come back for? I think I figured it out. Good girl. There we go. Eat it first. You get indigestion. Oh, do you want another one? Come on, let's go. Well done. I think you need a rest, mate. Is this a thing in other countries that kids, I assume it's kids, just build these? There was one in the last video, or the last time I was out in the woods. It was wet this time, and I've got my new festive Secret Santa jumper on that I got given as a gift, complete with Christmas belly. Merry Christmas, you filthy muggle. And that's the end of the Alex bit of the vlog. Very good at finding me. Unlike Reggie. Where's he gone? Where is he gone? You're giving my position away. There you are. What took you so long? They're pretty. They're pretty. And go. Too smart for you. Come, Reg. Hey, they're pretty. Oh, good boy. Oh, I know wherever you've been. Come on. Big hippo. In your favourite puddles. Come on. Don't look at me. Whoops, that was smart. I always walk past this. I'm sure since the last time I came, more has been stripped away by someone. You can see more of the engine now, I swear. Weird. Creepy. Let's see how long it takes them to find me here. I think they're stuck. Oh. Oh, there he comes. Roxy! What is she doing? He's... Right, been here like 5 minutes. Come on. Don't you do it. Here we go. Good girl. Good girl, come on. The best bit about getting out into nature and the fresh air is playing a bit of Football Manager on your phone.
Good afternoon, it's actually the next day. Yesterday I was just so tired from all the travel that I unpacked, and then I think I got on the sofa and started watching Vanderpump Rules and just gave up. And I remembered that I had those budget videos that I didn't upload, and I'd totally forgotten I filmed them for Vlogmas for a nice what I eat in a week budget vegan meal. Yeah, I took the afternoon just to rest because London was tiring, the travel was long. So we are gonna do a roller of the hallway. Not sure how far we'll get, but it's like Christmas week this week, so kind of want to go into this week with the hallway back. We're gonna do the skirting and the doors in the new year because that will be a whole extra job. So if we finish the rollering, then that's the blue done, and this week we can focus on the prep for Christmas. I might hang a few pictures, you know, because if the walls are done, then I have got a couple pictures upstairs, and in preparation for the bedrooms being done, I might do that, I might not, but it could be something that we do if we feel like we're ahead of the game, because we have got like the rest of the week, so we'll see. But it might not happen because work might happen. But yeah, I'm gonna get the roller out. I'm playing with my hair because I always do that when I get on camera for some reason. It's a nervous thing. I know lots of you find it really annoying, but it's not because I'm being vain, it's because I'm like nervously filming. I don't know, I'm like thinking about what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm gonna get the roller out, get the paint out, and start doing the walls with some music to accompany me to get me going. Maybe some Taylor Swift. Officially rolled. That didn't take as long as I thought it would, but the colour, it does look better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks
Lovely.
more like a finished wall.
Oh, will we paint the ceiling? Maybe we could do that tomorrow. I think we'll paint the ceiling tomorrow.
Like even that.
Yeah. So we'll paint the ceiling tomorrow, and then in the new year we'll do the skirtings and doors and things, because that's like another job I want to do properly. Because if you don't sand, prime, and then paint, it just chips and doesn't look good. Oh, my arm aches because I've been rolling. I can't even hold the camera. Because we've got the pets, I want to do it properly, and we need to do new handles and locks on the front door, because we've got this style of lock. What's it, Yale lock? It doesn't look very nice, and I feel like, isn't the security on those not as good? The Yale locks.
Not on the top one's not as good.
Yeah, so we've got like 2 padlocks. What do you call them? Like the sliding bolts. And then we've got a lock for the bottom part, a lock for the top part. So there's 4 locks on the front door, which is very secure.
5.
5?
1, 2, 3. Well, like, yeah.
Well, actually, yeah,
lock.
5.
Yeah.
But we want to sort of streamline it and make it more effective and get like a lovely gold door handle, or black door handle. Actually, black handle.
Yeah, we had black in our old house.
Yeah,
That's nice.
and just get a locksmith to do that, and then we can paint in the same with the back door. I think we'll get a gold handle because right now it's silver, isn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't. It just looks a bit modern.
And
So
the one above it is like bronze or brass. It's very
yeah,
nice. Or maybe it's just rusted.
well, it's just a bit modern. So we can do that, and then we can like really sand them, prime them, and then paint them the official colour and do the garage as well. So it'll be like another. Well, we'll do the skirting probably, and then do the doors, because this door as well to our utility room is a newer door. I have a feeling that maybe the door was here, who knows, but we need a different handle on that because it's one of these handles and I always get my cardigan caught on it. Yeah. And I want a knob, don't you think?
I know you do.
Haha, like an old one, like our kitchen door. Yeah, that needs like primer and also the knot sealant. That door will take a while because it will soak up all the paint because it's got no paint on it at all. I think it must have just been fitted and they didn't get around to it. The hallway, I remember when we started this, I didn't think it'd be such a big thing, but there's so many components compared to a bedroom. Hey. Yeah, we've got the cupboards to finish. So it's part 1 of probably quite a few more, but that's okay because it'll get done. And I think that I can like put pictures up and maybe do a bit of styling in the hallway. And then when the carpenter's booked, we can try and do the next load. And then we've got to do the upstairs landing, this stairs. Oh, because we'll have to paint the stairs the same colour as the woodwork.
Oh yeah.
We're babysitting Reginald. We don't have 2 dogs, we've got Roxy, but we often have Reggie with us, don't we? And Reggie actually inspired us having Roxy because we fell in love with him because he's so beautiful. My sister and Tom got Reggie. Was it at the start of the pandemic?
No, before.
Before. And we fell in love with him, and then my friend who was...
it was a year before, actually.
Oh yeah. My friend who was fostering for Spaniel Aid, I'd told her how much I loved Reggie and had fallen in love with Cocker Spaniels because we'd never had Cocker Spaniels, we'd only had Springer Spaniels. And she was fostering Roxy and was like, I think I've got the dog for you. And that exact week was the same week that Alex had agreed to get a dog. Yeah. And it was meant to be. It was fate, and she's our soulmate. Reggie has been having lots of fun with us, hasn't he?
Where is she now?
I don't know.
Sleeping.
Little Reginald.
Never runs out of energy, does he?
He doesn't. He's constantly on. He's just always excitable.
He's not as like cuddly.
So he's cuddly.
Yeah, he likes to cuddle. Yeah, look at
he likes to cuddle. Anyway, what's the emoji? I'm assuming it's not a paintbrush emoji.
Oh no, there must be.
What about give us whatever emoji you want, but in blue?
Blue.
Because the walls are blue. A blue emoji.
Yeah.
Also, I think some of you...
grey, actually.
Here's a hack, because I think some of you don't realise this. Some of you have said, like, you couldn't find the emoji. If you type the word out, it comes up. So if you type strawberry, the strawberry emoji will come up and you just click on it. Don't know if you knew that. Because actually...
on your phone.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you set that up, I think Apple does it automatically.
iPhone does that automatically, so maybe that's... Yeah, if you've got an iPhone. Can you set it up on an Android?
I think so. I
only realised that a couple of years ago.
Maybe it does do it automatically. They probably copied it. But...
So there you go. Because some of you said, oh, I can't see very well. They're really small. If you type it, it should just pop up. Yes. Anyway, see you in the next one. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you're liking Vlogmas, please leave a comment and subscribe and give it a thumbs up because it does make a difference. And share it if you want to share it. And we'll see you tomorrow. I'm getting my hair done. I have this weird thing about when I get my hair done, I always seem to paint the day before. And then they're like, have you been painting? And I feel like every time I go in there.
You want to do it?
No, it just is a weird coincidence.
You don't want to be painting with fresh hair?
I don't know. I've also just got paint all over my manicure. I was supposed to wear gloves.
What is wrong with you?
I said to her, I will wear gloves when I do my painting.
Gosh, you just rush and rush and rush.
I know. I was going around painting and Alex was having to frantically get the cloths under me.
Yeah, you hadn't even... it's like you'd kick the cloths out of the way so paint was going to fall everywhere.
I rush everything.
Watch out for Reggie, no!
He's alright, he's good.
Right, see you tomorrow.